On New Year's Eve, as white snowflakes gently fell over the town, the townspeople were getting ready to decorate their homes and come together with loved ones in joy. However, this year, a shadow wandering among the townspeople would turn the New Year's joy into a nightmare of horror. On the outskirts of the town, someone wearing a red Santa Claus costume with eyes concealed by a dark mask was strolling. This serial killer had given himself the name Christmas Nightmare. Christmas Nightmare was planning a series of murders that would leave the townspeople in fear, poisoning the New Year's festivities. With a white bushy beard and a red coat, Christmas Nightmare appeared innocent, but the dark soul within was determined to terrify the people. The first murder took place around the giant Christmas tree in the town square. The victim's body was found under the colorful lights, stained with blood. Christmas Nightmare linked each murder to a Christmas symbol. The next victim was a family found dead at their doorstep, with a red ribbon tied around the victim. Christmas Nightmare was hiding in an abandoned house. In the snowy forest on the town's edge, the serial killer, dressed in a red Santa Claus costume with a mask covering the face, roamed the darkest corners of the town, selecting those who committed the gravest sins. When Sheriff Johnson learned Christmas Nightmare's identity, he relentlessly pursued the killer. However, personal ties complicated the mission, as the sheriff's son had become one of Christmas Nightmare's recent victims, creating a deep conflict within the sheriff. The townspeople continued to witness beloved names among Christmas Nightmare's victims, each murder further poisoning the town's New Year's joy. Sheriff Johnson had to confront his son for the town's safety and initiated a battle against Christmas Nightmare, while Christmas Nightmare continued dark plans. In the secrets-filled room of the abandoned house, the sheriff and the townspeople gathered to stop him. This brave community, despite past sorrows, united to fight for justice. Following Christmas Nightmare's trail, Sheriff Johnson and the courageous townspeople moved towards a mysterious forest. Near the abandoned house in the forest, an old and faded Christmas tree emerged in a snowy area, symbolizing the town's past sins. Each branch represented the sins committed by the townspeople and the dark memories poisoning the New Year's joy. The names of each person from the town's dark past were written on the tree's branches. Christmas Nightmare used this symbolic tree to enforce his version of justice. Around the tree, the townspeople confronted each guilty name. Sheriff Johnson saw his son's name and felt the pain intensely. However, it was time for the town's redemption. They needed to support each other to uncover the truth hidden behind the abandoned house. After gathering around the Christmas tree, the townspeople proceeded with determination towards the abandoned house. In the room where Christmas Nightmare awaited, they knew he continued his dark plans. However, as the townspeople came together, they had learned from past mistakes and supported each other. As Christmas Nightmare stood bewildered by the town's united strength, a moment of true justice unfolded. The townspeople around the Christmas tree confessed their past mistakes, expressed remorse, and offered forgiveness to each other. This moment symbolized the town's rebirth. While Christmas Nightmare's dark influence faded away, the townspeople embraced each other and prayed together for a new beginning. The Christmas tree, representing past sins, now symbolized hope and unity. The town began to celebrate the New Year's joy deservedly. Past mistakes were left behind. The townspeople supported each other, and together they triumphed against the darkness left by Christmas nightmare. Sheriff Johnson, facing the town's dark past, discovered his son's lifeless body in the place where he had committed his previous mistake. The shadow of Christmas nightmare no longer haunted the town, but a heavy price had been paid. His son was lost as a consequence of past sins. The townspeople shared Sheriff Johnson's pain and supported each other. The ghosts of the past were gone, and the town had rid itself of the fear and horror left by Christmas nightmare. However, the townspeople did not forget their sons and other victims. Christmas nightmare's dark influence no longer roamed the town, but every New Year's Eve, the townspeople gathered to remember their lost loved ones and learn from past mistakes. Each year, the town took the opportunity to make a new start and strengthen their bonds. The town, leaving behind the dark days it once experienced, began to celebrate the New Year's joy more consciously and meaningfully. The dark tale of Christmas nightmare had led the town to become a stronger community, united and facing challenges together.